We believe banking should make your life greater. It starts with affordable options to meet today's needs and tomorrow's dreams. From smart account options that fit your style to flexible loans for what comes next. It means convenient ways to access and manage your money whenever you need it and wherever you're headed. Most of all, it takes great support. Someone you can count on for trusted guidance and to be there for you every step of the way. Great options, great convenience, great support for life. Great Southern Bank, understanding what really matters.
Enjoy a fresh start to your meal at Pizza Ranch, where the salad bar is always included with your buffet. Every day you'll find garden fresh greens, colorful veggies, and sides for every appetite. It's the most refreshing way to balance out a meal while leaving plenty of room for your other buffet favorites. Convenient, fast, and fresh. It's the Pizza Ranch Salad Bar. Mmm.
I couldn't ask for a better agent, for a better company in a time like this, in a disaster where you have no idea where to start.
I learned that there's not a given in life. It takes a team. There's people that are going to watch out for us and they care.
It's been pretty stressful. Once we saw Lori and got our plan, it's a lot better now.
It was like a huge weight lifted.
Hey, welcome once again to High School Game Day here on the Missouri Sports Network, MissouriSportsNetwork.com, where everyone has a home field advantage. Certainly glad you tuned in. As always, we're live in the Pizza Ranch studio and presented by Central Bank of the Ozarks, Lyouna, Labor's Local 663, building Missouri State. We'll go north once again and welcome in Liberty North Eagles head football coach, Andy Lierman. Coach, thanks so much for your today.
Hey, great to be here. Thanks for having me on.
Yeah, you're one of 8 teams left. Tell us a bit about what that feels like.
Oh, it's awesome. Early in the year, back in the spring, we were meeting with our seniors and our leadership kids. This is where we wanted to be at. This was the goal, the vision of where we thought we could be. And week by week, we've kind of taken them one by one, and the kids have done a great job of executing each and every week and coming out and playing hard. And here we sit. So we're super excited about the opportunity Friday night.
Let's tell us a little bit about you had the weather, or everyone in the state had the weather last week with the rain and the storms, and people are moving games up. They're moving them back. They're Nixa, they didn't kick off until after 9:30 at Nixa. What was it like for you last weekend, and then what are the challenges in front of you with the cold front coming in this weekend?
Yeah, so last week was quite the deal. As like you said, everybody kind of dealt with it, and we knew it was going to rain. We didn't know it was going to feel like a monsoon. It downpoured here at North, and so we had to back our game up an hour because of lightning. But once we got out there, it was definitely raining. There were definitely elements and wind and that kind of thing. But our kids came out and super excited, fired up about being in a game like that, and they came out and executed. We didn't turn the ball over at all. We had some good snaps on both special teams and offense. And then, we just executed across the board and did a really good job. So super proud of our kids and how they handled that. Again, I told them before the game, it was going to be one of them games you talk about at your class reunions years from now, is that just remember that rain game and how it ended up being pretty cold that night too, when that rain was falling down. So we had some fun with that and then enjoyed it, obviously getting a win. This week, same kind of thing. We understand it's November football and it's going to get cold and we're going to have to deal with those elements. And, we try to embrace that and understand that. We feel like we're built to be able to handle that in all facets of the game. And, with our defense playing well, our kicking game is pretty solid, and our offense being able to run and throw the football, we just feel like we're prepared to go out and do that. We're just going to have to be able to play in it like everybody else is.
You mentioned that defense, a defense that's just given up 8.5 points per game. the number one defense in the state as far as points allowed. You've got a rematch with a Park Hill South team that you did give up 2 touchdowns to. Talk about what you've done here to prepare going into this quarterfinal game or district championship.
Yeah, so they're definitely a challenge to prepare for. They have the young man Briggs Bartosh, who's probably one of the top players in the Kansas City area and definitely in the state. He started the year playing receiver and a little bit of running back in a wildcat situation. They've had some injuries and different things happen, and now he's playing full-time quarterback. And so, he went from having the ball in his hands every once in a while to having the ball in his hands every snap. And so, that presents a big challenge for us as far as slowing him down. Then they stand a young man next to him at the running back position. That's a great runner, physical kid that does a good job. And then, you look and think, well, they just got a running back at quarterback. Well, Briggs Bartosh is not just a running back at quarterback. He can throw the football too. In fact, he threw a pass against us in the first time we played him on a double move for a touchdown. So I can believe he had 5 passing touchdowns against Staley in the first round of the playoffs. And so, he's a definite dual threat kid that has the ability to do a lot of things. And so we're going to come out and be sound. We're going to have to be great in our assignments, in our alignments. And then, you look out the receiver position and they've got a couple really good receivers. And so we're going to have to cover well. And so they're just they're playing really well. They've got a lot of mojo going with them right now. They've kind of believe in themselves. They're kind of calling it the revenge tour. They're kind of coming back around and playing some teams that they've played before and knocking them off. And so we understand, just like each and every week has been, we're going to be a big game for everybody, but it's a big game because it's a district title game. And we tell our kids they've earned the right to be able to play in these big games. They've done a great job all year long. And so for us, it's another game, if you would say that, but we understand what's on the line and we'll be prepared and ready to go.
You look at those Kansas City area schools, especially at that Class 6 level. You guys, it's kind of a gauntlet. It really prepares you for this run here in the postseason. I mean, you started off with the Lee Summit North team. You win 10 points there. They're also playing in a quarterfinal game at Nixa. You get, what are your thoughts on how your conference, I believe it's Suburban Gold, maybe up there, prepares you for these late season runs?
Oh, it's tremendous. The football here in Kansas City is top notch in my opinion. And each and every week, and the Suburban Gold and the Suburban Silver, because we play against both. A lot of the Class 6 schools and the upper Class 5 schools are very, very good. Even drop down to Class 4, there's some good football in the city. And we just know each and every week we have to get ready and we have to prepare because each game is a big game. And the teams that we play come prepared and they have good athletes. And so we don't really have a bye week. And so I think the preparation piece of it really gets us ready for the playoff preparation. Knowing that each game's important and each game is going to be difficult and you're going to have to prepare as if it's the best team you played, because it might be, and it might be some of the best athletes you see across from you on offense and defense. And so, again, I think our conference does an incredible job of pairing us up and creating great matchups during the season. And then the football is it's really top notch and prepares us for the playoff run.
Is there any more fun time of year than right now?
No. I mean, it's obviously the regular season is a lot of fun, kicking the season off. But man, especially for this group that we have now, the expectations that they had going in that, a lot of people put warranted or not on them to be, we've been ranked pretty high all year long. And, each and every week, somebody's trying to knock us off. And our kids have done a great job of handling that pressure. Even again, when it was unwarranted, I think, because it's a totally different team from last year. But they've done a great job of getting ready. And I'm just excited that they're having the opportunity to play in some of these games again, because I think they've earned it and have done a great job for us all year.
So between now and what time is the kickoff? You guys kick off on Friday night at 7:00?
Yes, sir. 7:00 Friday night.
What does that game being at home, what does that home field advantage do for you?
Oh, it's awesome. If you've never been to a game at Liberty North High School, you should come. Guy, you should drive up this weekend because it's a whole lot of fun. Our student section does an incredible job. Our administration, our student council, our sports marketing group does. We've got so many people in our school that are involved in our game day, and it's a little bit of entertainment and it's a little bit of an atmosphere that's a lot of fun. Our band does a tremendous job. We've got a tuba line that comes out and plays at halftime. That's awesome, and it's just pretty cool. it's a real home advantage. And our kids love playing here. I know that was one of the goals that our group set for going out in the beginning of the year, is to try to have home field advantage throughout the playoffs, because they love it. I mean, our student section comes out in drones and they get fired up, and we try to do our best to try to put on a good show for them as far as the football team and execute. And Liberty's a great community, and they do a great job supporting everything, not just football. But unfortunately, Liberty's not playing right now, so we're the only show in town, and so we hope everybody can come out and watch us. And Guy, if you don't want to go to that next game, you can come on up to this one.
All right. Hey, you bet. And I may take that up on a Saturday. Fridays are kind of tough because I'm flying this desk.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Collect scores, but on a Saturday, because I've got, my family's got a resort down on Table Rock Lake, and it's opening of deer season. So I've got to be there at 4 a.m. to start cooking breakfast.
There you go. Yeah, got to put you to work.
They put me to work all the time. But Coach Lierman, I certainly appreciate you being part of the show, and go out and get a victory tomorrow night, and we'll get you on the Friday Night Live high school sports show, and then we may drive up there Saturday. So we've been up there 4 or 5 times just because of sponsorships, and we have to be up there. So we may come and take you in a game and stay overnight.
Yeah, if we can get it done Friday, you come on up.
All right, Coach, thanks so much.
Okay, thank you. Great to visit with you.
You as well. And again, you're watching the Missouri Sports Network at MissouriSportsNetwork.com, where the Missouri State Highway Patrol reminds us to take that 3 seconds and buckle up. It's 3 seconds that could save your life. Be safe, be smart, and be here tomorrow.